I'm dating coach Hayley Quinn, and today I want to ask you, is your scarcity mindset around dating inadvertently ruining your dating life? So the vast majority of men out there may not realize that they're secretly destroying their chances of success with women by projecting this one highly unattractive quality. This highly unattractive quality is projecting this vibe of scarcity, that you feel like you have to cling on to what options you have because you don't trust in yourself to meet other good options. So instead of coming from a place of abundance where you feel like there's plenty of women out there who you could be attracted to and connect with, you end up zeroing in on the outcome and the success or failure of this one interaction. This often leads to you holding on to interactions too tight, meaning you don't walk away when you should do, even if someone isn't giving you the respect that you deserve. You may find also that you overgive in relationships and that you end up chasing after women who ultimately give nothing back to you. In this short video, I'm going to be giving you 3 examples of how this scarcity mindset can show up in your dating life, and also 3 mindset shifts to get you better at dealing with it. But before I get started, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you ever felt like you really needed to make it work with this one woman because she's the only good option you're going to get? So way number 1 that you accidentally demonstrate this scarcity mindset is you feel that you're constantly chasing women up for a date. She cancels on you last minute. She never gives you a firm time to meet. In fact, she never even responds to your message when you actually suggest meeting up, but hey, you're still communicating with her anyway. This shows that instead of going, hang on a minute, she isn't stepping forwards to me here, she isn't meeting me halfway, she's not reciprocating my effort levels, so I'm just going to choose to walk away. Instead, it shows no matter how you treat me, no matter what your behavior is, get this, I'm still here for you because I'm attracted to you and I want something from you. Imagine if you were the kind of guy, and this is the man you can definitely become, who has those options with women, who knows he can comfortably meet attractive women wherever he goes, whether it's online or offline. Do you think if one of those women was giving him the runaround and didn't want to actually meet him for a date, that he would continue to invest his time and energy into her? Of course he wouldn't. I understand that it's scary to let options go, but what's really important for you to recognize is every time that you collapse your boundary and you keep chasing after someone who isn't giving you anything back, you just become less and less and less attractive to them. It's never going to work out in the way that you want. Instead, what's actually much more important here is you think bigger picture about your self-esteem, your motivation for dating, and where you should invest your time, and instead swap your focus to not needing this one option to work, and instead to go out and cultivate other options for yourself. If you'd love to hear more about how you can develop this high confidence male mindset, I'd highly recommend you head over to hayleyquinn.com/unite, where you can enroll in my free online mini training. The second way that this scarcity mindset can really show up for you in your dating life is actually through overgiving. Now, this overgiving could be literally on a date where you're just like, I'm just going to keep buying these rounds of drinks. I'm going to drop in that my friend has a boat. I'm going to stay out way later than I should do because I just want to hold on to any opportunity for this person's time. It could also come from a space of going into your dates and really worrying about being judged on how funny you are or how flirty you are. You may also feel a real burden that if you're not really flirty and really cool and your absolute best self, that she's either going to flat out reject you or misclassify you as a friend. When you slip into this mindset of thinking, how do I perform better so she likes me more? Again, you're in scarcity. What we instead want to do is, instead of putting her on a pedestal as like, I really need to win this, instead you need to go back to yourself and think, actually, there's loads of women out there. So how do, instead of trying to woo and perform and win and show her how great I am, how instead can I figure out how great she is for me? How can I swap that around and make it about my standards that I need in her as a girlfriend. And if you want some more help in developing your standards, I've got some great videos about how you can do that, which I've linked beneath this one. The third and final way that this scarcity mindset can really show up for you in your dating life is that you don't take a risk. Whether that's that you accept being in a friendship when you actually wanted something more, or you're very careful in terms of conversationally what you say and what you write in your messages, but you play it so safe because you're worried that if you put one foot wrong, that she's going to reject you and that opportunity will close down. Instead, what you need to recognize is often when you allow yourself to have free and authentic expression, when you feel more comfortable sharing with her your natural sense of humor, where you take a bit of a risk in the conversation, it makes the conversation obviously more exciting and more dynamic. It also demonstrates your self-esteem. It shows that you're here for you rather than needing to impress her. And in fact, perhaps your natural style of humor, the stuff that you love to talk about, things that interest you, these are some of the most important filters that you have as a man for sorting out which women connect with you the best. Now, I know this might feel like a really difficult shift to make, particularly if you don't feel like there's lots going on in your dating life. You might be like, well, Hayley, she's my only option, so I am not closing that down. I just want you to really remember it is always easier to develop yourself as a man, to develop your confidence, to develop your skill set, and to go out there and meet more people rather than clinging on to one option that isn't going to work out too tight. Anyway, I'm dating coach Hayley Quinn. I hope this video has given you a confidence boost to get out of that scarcity mindset and into abundance. And if this is you today, please check out the other videos on my channel about how you can develop your standards as a man.